Hello everyone, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Today we got to fuck. Sorry. Okay, so we're back on the launch pad, ready to go, and as you can see we already launched. I wanted to fix a quick mistake I made in the last video. As you can see at the first stage that is currently going, the bottom, that is also a modded part. Yeah. I also took out tweak scale, and if you might have seen, the video is only a few minutes long, and the video is also quite fast. That's because I finally sped up the footage, as you can hear, and see. Yeah. So we're going to Minmus. As you probably saw from the title, probably even the thumbnail. It's a crewed mission with 4 people: me, Sybil, Seiko, and Sandy. That's all of them are friends of mine. You can see at the burn time that it's red, and that's very much because of the still being in the atmosphere. As you can see, as soon as we reached space, it turned green. That's because, well, we were in the fucking atmosphere. This video was a banger to record, not in a good way, because it was very, very annoying. And I feel kind of sick right now. I don't know why. I've been doing good the whole day, but now I'm like, I don't know why. I just don't feel that, not sick. And as you could see there, for a short period of time, this base is a rover. Yeah, it's a roving base. That is from the mod. I think it's the Lynx rover, or whatever it's called again. Like the mod, but yeah, that's the rover in general is called Lynx, because that's the parts that it's been called in the mod. There you can see me fiddling around with the maneuver node, and this is actually where I got most problems. First, I couldn't find a fucking transfer. That was good. And I'm just noticing that I'm probably going to turn down the music quite a bit, because it is quite annoying. I might have to, in general, turn off the chatter, honestly. Anyways, it was a pain in the ass to do this mission, because the maneuver just was annoying and it didn't want to work the way I wanted it to work. You will see that in a few minutes, but until we get there, we're just gonna chill out and watch the funny footage happening in the background. Yeah, the mission was, in general, just constructing it was easier than I thought, honestly. That's most likely though because the Lynx rover has quite some useful parts, which you will see later on. This video, if I wouldn't have cut it and turned up the playback speed, would have been about almost 2 hours long, uncut and with no playback speed, of course. There you can see the rover in a beautiful. The rover is just beautifully made, honestly. If it would have been uncut, it would have been almost 2 hours long, mainly because of problems I had with the maneuver. I fixed it later on by rejoining leaving the save, or making a quick save when I had the maneuver done where I wanted to go. Then I made a quick save, I left, and rejoined the funny land. There you can see almost there. There we have an encounter. I wasn't that happy with it, but then I was like, you know what, fuck it. You might have also seen the red light there on the communications disc thingy. I don't know what to call it. I forgot the name of it. That's also from the Lynx rover, because it's actually quite useful. If you were in an atmosphere, you have a fucking hovercraft thing. You can literally make it hover, So you can go to lathe and literally just have a hovering base and hover over the water like you want. That's mainly the reason why I love this game, or well, the modding community too. There you can see I'm just filling around with that. I don't know what I did there. I fucked it up multiple times. There's the first problem, the flickering of the maneuver mode. I had to like do that a few times. Yeah. So I just tried to do retrograde burn to get it a little closer at least, but I completely fucked it up over the whole time. But that's fine because this rocket is in general just extremely overpowered and way too over-engineered. Oh well, not really over-engineered, but like it just has like a fuck ton of delta V. I probably could have gotten to like, I don't know, somewhere. I don't know. And there you can see the final maneuver. Oh well, at least in this run. I was pretty happy with that, so I was like, you know what, sure, I'm just gonna circularize, then time warp there. Well, did a small time warp, but then the maneuver just suddenly changed. Then I did a time warp, and what the hell happened there? Yes, that's it. The maneuver completely killed itself. I don't know why. This was the final attempt on the thing when I rejoined and like my little save. That's when it wasn't the best apoapsis, but I was okay with it. And I took it because I just didn't want to fuck around with that too much anymore. So yeah, here's a little fun fact. I believe for Minmus, even though it's further away, you don't need as much delta V to get to and back from Minmus. That might be because of the very low gravity that is there. It also doesn't have an atmosphere, so you could, well, yeah, it makes sense that it doesn't have an atmosphere, honestly. But yeah, I lowered my apoapsis and periapsis quite some time because there you can see the Minmus flats, and that's where I tried to land. Oh well, that's one of the Minmus flats, I guess. I don't know. I landed in I think it was called the Greater Flats or whatever. I don't know. There I just made it like a little bit more equatorial to make it land. There is the part where I wanted to land, I think. I made it more equatorial to have a better, well, orbit. So I could easily land on that part without having a small time window only. I was okay with that, by the way, so just cause why not. There you can see me put my periapsis down. And I completely forgot that Minmus actually rotates. Yes, it rotates. Who could have guessed? Well, that doesn't matter anyways, cause I just did that and I somehow managed to pull it off still. So I turned, yes, I did turn to retrograde, and waited. I waited even past the thing. There, you can see me like in the middle of it. Didn't really want to be in the middle of this, but that's fine because the thrust rate ratio is just immeasurably huge on that low of G's. And now you can see I detached, and what the fuck is that on the side? Yes, those are little thrusters, little rocket engines, made to, well, I believe at least, made to be easily controlled and landed and decoupled, which I haven't done because, well, I wanted to keep them just in case I needed them for something. But there you can see I slowed down the footage and to double the speed only. I didn't even notice that it was like right on the explosion, but that's quite funny. I did it double speed because of the little maneuvering stuff I did there. And okay, this is I think normal speed now. And we have touchdown. There we go. Turn on the brakes. Also, the back section of the Lynx rover. This is, I think, the truck version of the cockpit. Anyways, I tried to EVA, but then I saw, oh yeah, the door is obstructed. Anyways, what I wanted to say, that back thing of the behind of the Lynx, you should say, I could say, I mean, also supposedly lights up, but I totally forgot to do that, so it looks quite funky. So just imagine that like being on 2. And there we have the beautiful site name Minmus Flats. Yay. Amazing. And now I just transferred all Kerbals. Well, not only not transferred, but like I moved everyone out, turned on the lights to signify that they are also funky light boys and girls. And next one is Sandy, who wanted a orange light, which I have gracefully done. And now it is just me who has a purple light. Now you might be wondering, Linus, why purple? It's my fucking favorite color. Leave me alone, please. There we have this beautiful screenshot. Just amazing. They're just lagged. I don't know why it lagged, honestly. The game was running pretty good until then. I don't know why, but it's fine. Anyways, that explosion was just the booster that got us there, so no need to worry about that. Yeah, there I transferred everyone. Yep, I did a little cut there, little cheeky cut. There I'm just showing the like inside. It's actually extremely beautiful. Even though the second one, like right in the rear, is supposed to be like the quote-unquote bedroom area type thing with like bunk beds. That's what I imagine, at least. So you try and imagine that too, please. And this is where I retracted the ladder and I went for a little ride, and oh no, we fucked up completely. Yeah. Anyways, there's the loud music. I forgot about that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Leave a dislike if you didn't. I don't know. And I guess subscribe. Have a nice one. Goodbye, everyone.